Welcome to the Bourbon Doctors. I'm Albert, this is Chad, and today we have Dr. Gearman, Derek Gearman here.
Guest?
Yeah, a little guest action.
Guest.
And Chad, what do you got for us today?
Folks around here don't drink Jack Daniel's whiskey. Oh, yes, we will. Today we will. You don't know that song, do you?
I don't know that song. I have no idea.
That's a great song.
I'm younger than
That's
75.
Hank Williams Jr.
I'm
Hank Williams Jr. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are the two new releases from Jack Daniel's, Bonded and Triple Mash. The Bonded, obviously 100 proof. All these are from the distillery in Lynchburg. And then the Triple Mash is a mixture of American Single Malt, Rye, and Tennessee whiskey. And so we were able to get them just today. Got them at the liquor store, and I said, I like Jack Daniel's. I'm a fan, obviously. Got the hat, been there. And I said, we got to try these and let people know. Is it, I'm going to tell you too, for the price point.
The price point is super reasonable on these bottles.
$34, $37, right around there.
And, Jack has not typically released a lot of new products, right? Flavored whiskeys aside. So I think the community is really excited about these two bottles.
One thing I found interesting about these two bottles, they are 700 milliliters.
Yeah.
So typically we see whiskeys like this at 750s, and because of new bourbon laws, actually, they are allowed to bottle at 700 milliliters, and I think you're going to see this as a trend moving forward.
I think you are exactly right. I think this is going to happen with all the distilleries, and I am guaranteeing you we will not see a lowering of the price to account for those lost 50 mLs either.
You might think you're getting a deal. They might put it down a bit and say...
We'll see, but my guess is it will not.
Instead of going up.
Apparently the 700 mLs is what is sold in Europe and Asia, so this simplifies their bottling process.
Not in Asia. Well, they might do the 700. The funny thing is, when I was at Jack Daniel's, they were bottling 3-liter bottles of Jack.
You can get more. They can't
sell them in the U.S. They can sell them in Japan and China.
Yes.
And I was like, holy shit, look at the size of that bottle. They're going, yeah, that's going over to China. You can't. 1.75 is the maximum you can sell in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. So anyway,
let's drink them. Let's not talk about bottle size.
All right, we'll start with the Bonded. So I see that pour all over your hand. You're welcome.
That's okay.
I gave you it's for you to smell and enjoy the aroma.
It smells a little bit astringent almost.
You think?
A little.
Oh God, I get a lot of nut out of that.
Banana, there's good oak to it.
I like it.
I have to say, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Very classic Jack Daniel's profile. Again, banana,
I think it's
marshmallowy.
better though.
I agree with you.
I even think I've had Jack, Gentleman Jack. I've had the Sinatra Select and the single barrels. The single barrels I really like for a lower proof one, at 100 proof, because I think the Sinatra Select runs about 100 proof. Except it costs about 5 times more than this.
Sure does.
No, this is a very approachable price point.
Good.
It's an easy sip. I like the flavor profile for the most part. Yeah.
Did you just say that you like Jack Daniel's?
I get a lot of wood from it.
Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be a regular release, if I'm not mistaken.
So this isn't going anywhere. It might be hard to find right now. I know MGM, at our local liquor store, this is their second shipment. Their first one was gone in like a day or two.
Yeah. On the way down, I stopped in St. Peter. They had none. It was gone. This was locked up. There's about 3 bottles of each left.
It's a good buy. I would rate this as a buy. Purchase this if you like Jack Daniel's. If you just like American whiskey.
Sipper.
Yeah, grab it.
I like it.
$30 some odd, absolutely.
Bonded.
All day long.
All day.
The Triple Mash.
Now this is Rye Single Malt and probably it says Tennessee. I'm assuming it's just their regular whiskey.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah,
but no stated like what's what, how much of what. Just
a blend.
Just a blend.
Stuff. Yeah. Gosh, I almost like that one on the nose better. The triple mash.
Definitely can smell the rye in that.
You can taste the rye. If you like rye, go for it. You can really taste.
Oh yeah, you really can.
You can really taste the rye.
Yeah. As our
What do you
resident
think?
rye drinker.
Rye guy.
Yeah.
Hey, rye guy.
So I am shocked and amazed at what the rye imparts to this compared to just the bonded.
Very different.
Very different, but good.
Still both pretty good.
A little bit of black pepper on kind of the back palate, and
For sure.
I think if you like rye, this mellows out sort of those marshmallowy banana properties we normally get from Jack Daniel's and gives it sort of a counterpunch, which is nice.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I as a non-rye drinking or non-rye fan, this is like a mellow rye to me, right? This is there's some rye in it, but it's not drinking a rye whiskey.
Nope.
So for a guy who doesn't love rye, it makes it more palatable. I think for me, I would say that I prefer the bonded in terms of flavor profile. But if you poured this in my glass, I'm not going to turn it down.
Both of these are good.
Mm-hmm.
If you're more of a bourbon guy, you're going to like the bonded better. Even if you're just a straight Jack guy.
But if you have a love for rye.
But if you like rye, this is
the triple mash.
And I'm telling you, for $37, you can't get very many good ryes at $37.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And so, if you like rye and you say, "Hey, I like the rye, I want to mellow it out a little bit and get a really good bargain," I think this is a great whiskey for you, the triple mash.
I am really pleasantly surprised by how much I like both of these bottles.
Yeah, I would agree with you. You know, speaking to the ryes that we talked about during that tasting, right? I mean, most of those were $50 to $70 in the profile. So 37 again is a steal for something that is probably a little bit more approachable for non-rye drinkers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I would absolutely agree with that.
Both great.
Yeah.
I think these are. I mean, honestly, fantastic releases. Good job, Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm even wearing the hat today, but I'm pleasantly surprised by both of these products. Not that I think I'd certainly buy this bonded again. That I'm going to keep around and drink once in a while when you feel like a little bit of a touch of rye. I mean, but if you like rye, that's the way to go.
Yeah, I think as a guy who is primarily a bourbon drinker, I would say, hey, this hits that sweet spot when I'm feeling a little rye, but I don't want to get punched with it. It's almost like a Four Roses single barrel where it's a little bit rye forward, but not overpowering and not like, ooh, I don't like that. This mixes it up.
And, you know, this to me is more summery, right?
Yeah.
This is something that you would drink during the summer. This is something that you may even put in a cocktail. It's great alone.
Yep.
You could do that. This is probably more fall winter, right? I mean, so they do have sort of a seasonality to them just based on their flavor profiles.
Rock and roll, man.
I would say the other thing that they're doing is they're hitting that sweet spot that right now is emptying out. That $30 to $40 price point. So many of the bottles that I used to like at $40 are now creeping up
50
towards
to
50.
60. Yeah.
So I feel like there's a vacancy right now, or a vacuum that they're filling by hitting that price point.
Yeah, agreed.
I recommend.
All right.
Bottom line, I recommend them both. We talked enough about it.
Yeah. So much for a quick tasting.
Yeah. Like, subscribe.
Hey,
hit it.
Check out the merch. We're all rocking the same shirt. I don't know that you need to do that. We have lots of options. Check it out, thebourbondoctors.com.
Thebourbondoctors.com. Bourbon is for drinking. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.